Hello, and welcome to another edition of Exploring Allison, our weekly look into Allison's soul. I'm G. Lewis Gill, and I'm joined as always by my co-host M. Ryan Ruiz and R. Anthony Bellamy.
Pleasure to be here.
As always, we're joined by Allyson Josephine Turner, who's here to answer all of our pressing questions. Hello, Allyson. Thanks for doing this
Another
again.
would imply that you've done this before.
Hello,
right?
Allyson. Thank you for
and
doing
as
this
always would imply that you've done this before.
This is the first of a series of 237 episodes where we explore your soul. How was your week?
What's with the voice? Why are you doing that?
This is how we explore, Allison.
What, in this creepy
This is how
voice?
we
And what's with the
explore the
music?
space.
And you're doing it too?
We're just exploring. No judgment, judgment-free zone. We're navigators, exploring
Stop.
an uncharted territory. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah.
Allison, what makes you tick?
What kind of question is that? What makes me tick in terms of what?
Pretend you were a clock. And you
No,
had two
I'm
hands
not pretending I was a
that
clock.
would move.
No,
Tick, if you
I'm
will.
not pretending I was a clock.
What
is this
makes
annoying
you
voice
tick?
you're
This is
doing?
an excellent question.
Is it an excellent question?
We're
What
mapping the
makes you tick?
topography of your soul.
What?
M. Ryan said he's mapping the topography of your soul. Are you having difficulty hearing?
What
I
makes you
am
tick?
having difficulty hearing with
Wha-
the whispering and the whatever creepy music is happening underneath.
Just explore the space.
Should I meditate?
All right, let me
It's good
pose.
for radio. It's good for people listening if we just start to
What-
meditate.
Well, it's good for radios if you.
Let me
answer
pose
the
the
question.
question.
Okay, pose
differently.
if I'm a clock,
If
imagine
you were
I'm
a
a clock, I would
clock-
hope that you would land the plane and this would end very soon.
Would you be a digital clock?
No.
What kind of clock would you
I
be?
wouldn't be a digital clock. No.
alarm
it's
clock?
Like bright and annoying. I
A
don't like
cuckoo
bright
clock?
things.
Please let him finish the question.
I've never hated a person more.
Please let him finish the question.
Let's move
Okay,
on.
finish
I
the
feel like
question.
we're getting stuck on this
Okay,
question.
imagine I was a clock.
Getting bogged down.
Yes, bogged down. Next question.
Let's make this end.
Orange, yellow,
I want to go back to what makes me tick.
purple, pink, blue, magenta, green.
The song.
Allyson Turner, what is your favorite color?
I like light colors, pastel colors.
Huh.
Is there
Is
a
that
favorite,
interesting?
Is there a favorite pastel?
Can't really hear you, Mike.
Is there a
no,
favorite
it's
pastel?
any light color, light pink, light purple, light yellow, light orange.
So pastel pink?
Yes, no.
Okay.
We'll hold you to that
interesting.
pastel
Interesting.
pink.
You're writing this
This
down.
is all data that we will
Pastel
revisit
We're just
over
data
the course of
miners.
237
Just
episodes.
collecting data, exploring Allison.
May I ask a question?
Yes,
Sure.
you may.
Are you a honker?
Do I in my car? No, I never use the horn. Never.
Do you?
My
yell
grandfather
at-
taught me don't ever use the horn. I
Do
don't
you
use the
ever
horn.
yell at other drivers
Do I yell at other drivers?
in your car by yourself?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Really cracking you open.
If you have any questions for Allison, 786-456-4837, or you could also text us at 67974 and help us explore Allison.
Billy, imagine you were a clock. What kind of clock would you be?
I would be.
Would you be a digital clock?
We're not exploring me. We're
It's
Okay.
exploring
exploring
Allison.
I'm sorry. I digress.
All right, let's ask another question.
Okay.
If you had unlimited funds and you had to go on a 2-week holiday, where would you go?
I mean, why do you call it holiday? Vacation?
You had unlimited funds for this 2-week holiday.
I would go to
where you-
Italy.
Italy.
Yes.
What part of Italy? What would you do?
Under the Tuscan sun.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We've gone from exploring Allison to
What is
exploring
this
Italy.
weirdness? Why are you guys doing this super creepy
Let's
voice?
explore Italy with
I also
Allison.
can't really hear you.
Do you like Diane Lane?
Oh,
I do. I do.
What a
yeah,
question.
I do.
My colleague, R. Anthony Bellamy, has a question.
Ah,
Have you ever used a dating site or app?
no.
might you be interested in doing so?
No.
You've closed the book on the dating apps.
Yes. Super creepy.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting data.
Just data we're
More
collecting.
Okay.
Data. Do you say data or data?
Data. This is data.
Data.
Interesting data we've collected here so far.
By the way, we are going to need a cotton swab of your saliva.
Pastel
data
pink
or
was her
data?
favorite color.
Oh my God.
Just collecting.
So
Tuscany.
annoying.
We're
Do
just
not forget
collecting.
Tuscany.
Okay, collect your data.
Let's go out to a caller. Let's go to line 1 where Phil has a question for Allison. Phil, would you like to explore Allison with us?
Yeah, hey, Allison, it's Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Phil, your voice is a little too harsh.
Use your inside voice.
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. So, quick question for you, Allison. If you were getting attacked by an animal in the wilderness, what do you think would be the most brutal animal? I personally think mountain lion, because they're so cute and you want to pet them, but they're dangerous. But then you also never know, a bear might get you too.
Phil,
You would
calm
never
down.
find me in the wilderness.
Why not?
Because I'm not interested in being in the wilderness, so I would never be there. Not a camper.
Thank you so much, Phil, for your question.
You don't have to yell next time.
Yes, calm down, Phil. We're just exploring together. Allison, here's a question from the texters. What is your favorite episode of Curbed?
Oh, the Wire. It's my favorite episode.
Interesting.
Do you agree that it's not TV, it's HBO?
Just data.
It's not TV.
Do you
it's
agree
HBO.
that it's not TV, it's HBO?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Do you agree it's not TV, it's HBO?
Curbed.
I don't know what you're saying.
Do you agree it's not TV, it's HBO?
I don't know what
Do you
you're
agree
saying.
it's not TV? It's
I don't
HBO?
know. It's HBO. I don't have no idea what you're saying.
So you agree?
It's not
I
TV.
Interesting.
disagree.
It's not TV. Write down.
Just to make this end.
We're just exploring, Allison, collecting data. Allison, I have a question for you. Why are you?
I mean, this is what you're asking me. Why are you?
We're just collecting data.
Allison,
why are you
Allison,
what?
You don't have to raise your voice.
Allison,
It's a
just
weird.
exploring
What's that
Imagine-
question?
together.
Imagine
Why are
you're
you
an
what?
ocean. Imagine
Okay,
you're
imagine
an ocean,
I'm an ocean.
uncharted. Jacques
Are you guys
Cousteau
anywhere near this ocean? Because
Jacques
it would be a
Cousteau
lot more peaceful.
has
if we
never
were.
seen this ocean.
Who?
We have a
Jacques
deep
Cousteau.
sea submarine that is mapping the bottom of the ocean. This is uncharted territory.
Okay.
Why are you?
Why am I? I mean,
When are you?
I'm never.
How are you?
I'm
You can actually answer that
so
one.
done with this segment.
What's your favorite meal?
Breakfast.
Ooh, what's your daily breakfast routine?
A nice coffee.
I'd like for you, if you can, to walk me through a day in the life of Allison.
Yeah. We're not doing that.
Okay, what time do you go to bed then?
I have insomnia, so that doesn't happen.
Usually. What time do you
Usually,
start
I
trying?
don't go to bed. I mean, it's just the.
Is there a usual time you start trying?
Lyle's on line 6. He has a question.
Ooh,
for
Lyle.
Allison.
Lyle.
I love that name, Lyle.
Lyle.
Allison, are you a cat or a dog
Oh
person?
my God, I hate cats, so I'm definitely not a cat person.
You hate cats.
I do.
Interesting
What a
data.
voice by Lyle. What a
The-
name.
Are you getting the same data that I'm getting?
I'm collecting so much data today. The Wire was her favorite episode of Curb.
She agrees that it's not TV, it's HBO.
Pastel Pink was her
Well,
favorite.
all pastels.
I didn't say
All
that, so
pastel.
I'm gonna come close to saying pastel pink.
That was absolutely what you... Allison,
Are you done with that saliva
I'm
swab?
done with the segment.
let's
We
ask
done?
one final question
Okay.
before we go for this week. Before we get to it, do you feel as though this has been productive thus
No,
far?
I don't.
Ah,
I feel like you've been super annoying.
That doesn't count as his final question.
that was not my final question.
Well,
that
what's
was
your
the
final
question
question?
before my final question. I'm going to get to my final question now, if you allow me to get there. Do you allow me to get to the final question?
Get to the question.
Do I have your permission to get to the
I-
final
yes.
question?
Again, none
Yes,
of this
I
is
am the plane.
the final question.
go.
This is not the final question yet. We're getting to the final question. Are you ready?
No.
Not the final question.
How can we get you ready for the final question? What can I do to make you comfortable to receive this final
You could
question?
Stop talking.
Are you
Peter,
ready?
he can't ask you the question if he stops talking.
It's very difficult to ask questions if I'm not talking. Are you ready for the final question?
Yes. Yes, Billy.
Allison, what... G. Lewis Gill is my name.
Gee, Lewis, go.
Allison, what is your deepest, darkest secret? Take a moment if you need one.
Reflect,
I've
remember,
never
we're
hated
mapping
you
the
more.
topography of your
Like,
soul.
seriously, why are you? I've
When are
never
you?
hated you more.
You're deflecting.
I'm not
Deepest-
deflecting. I'm
the-
being
the
honest.
question is
That's my
deepest,
deepest,
darkest
darkest
secret.
secret. I've
What is
never
your
hated you more.
Deepest, darkest secret. I think that's about all the time we have this week for Exploring Allison. Please join us next Wednesday or Thursday or never again when we go into the deep, dark soul of Allyson Turner.